Coming to part 2 of today's session. In this session, we are going to discuss about forces between multiple charges and electric field. Coming to the forces between multiple charges, this is given by the principle of superposition. And the principle of superposition says that in a system of charges Q1, Q2, Q3, etc. up to Qn, the force on any charge Q1 due to Q2 is unaffected by the presence of other charges like Q3, Q4, etc. up to Qn. That is, you can individually calculate the force on Q1 due to the other charges separately and add them together to get the total force. Now, let us observe this figure. You can see many charges which are scattered in a region of space. Suppose you wish to calculate the force on charge Q1 due to the other charges present in its vicinity. According to the principle of superposition, the force on charge Q1, that is F1, can be written as the sum of F12 plus F13 plus etc. up to F1n, where F12 represents the force on 1 due to charge Q2, F13 represents the force on charge Q1 due to charge Q3, and F1n represents the force on charge Q1 due to charge Qn. Substituting for F12, F13, etc. and taking the common factors, you will get it is equivalent to, that is F1 is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q1 Q2 by R12 square into unit vector R12 plus Q1 Q3 by R13 square into unit vector R13 plus etc. up to Q1 Qn by R1n whole square into unit vector R1n. Here R12 represents the spacing between charges Q1 and Q2. R13 represents the spacing between the charges Q1 and Q3, etc. The unit vectors R12, R13, etc. are multiplied just to make force a vector quantity. This can be written in the summation format. That is, Q1 also can be taken as a common factor from the above equation. Then you will get F1 is equivalent to Q1 by 4 pi epsilon naught sigma I is equivalent to 2 to n Qi divided by R1I square into unit vector R1I. Here you can substitute I from 2 up to n. Then sum up all the terms. For example, the first term will be Q1 Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R12 whole square into unit vector R12. Likewise, substitute I equivalent to 3, I equivalent to 4, etc. and sum up all the terms to get the total force F1, that is on Q1 due to the other charges. Coming to the concept of electric field. The electric field due to a charge Q at a point in space is defined as the force that a unit positive charge would experience if placed at that point. You are familiar with magnetic field, that is, field surrounding a magnet. You know, whenever a magnetic material is kept in its vicinity, there will be a force of attraction on this metallic object due to the magnet. Similarly, surrounding a charge, you will have a region of electric field where if another charge is being placed, it will experience a force due to the presence of electric field created due to the charge capital Q. In the form of an equation, electric field E is given by F by Q, where F represents the force and Q represents the charge. Substituting the value of F to be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q into small q divided by r square, that is from Coulomb's law, we get the equation for E to be F by Q, which is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by r square. Here, capital Q is known as the source charge and small q is known as the test charge. You can just see two figures representing the electric field lines around a single positive charge and also a single negative charge. From the figure, it is clear that the electric field lines are directed radially outwards in the case of an isolated positive charge, and they are directed radially inwards in the case of an isolated negative charge. The electric field also obeys the principle of superposition. That is, the net electric field at a point will be the sum of the individual electric fields. That is, E is equivalent to E1 plus E2 etc. up to En. Expressing the principle of superposition in terms of equations. Suppose if a number of charges are scattered in a region of space, we are going to calculate the total field at a point due to all the charges present in its vicinity. So, the electric field created by the first charge Q1 will be given by E1 is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R1p square into unit vector R1p. Here, R1p represents the distance between charge Q1 and the external point. Similarly, the field created by charge Q2 is given by E2 is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 divided by R2p square into unit vector R2p. Here, R2p represents the separation distance between charge Q2 and the external point P. According to the principle of superposition, the net electric field at P will be the sum of E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus etc. up to En if n number of charges are present. Expressing it in summation form and taking the common terms, you will get electric field at a point R, that is E of R is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught sigma I equivalent to 1 to n Qi divided by Rip square into unit vector Rip. Here, I should take values from 1 to n and you sum up all the terms to get the total field. Hope you have understood the session. Thank you all.